got my water. Being good. How far are we in? Clear chapter 10 on 11 of 17 or 18? So at least halfway through. That's pretty good. That's pretty good pace. If I was being 100% honest, I would love to try to finish this game through this week. I say that I don't feel super confident in saying that. I would honestly love to finish this by Sunday. By this coming up Sunday. That's what I'll say. But I can't say that super confidently. But I'm gonna really try. Well, because... yeah. No, I think I can. I think I can do it. By Sunday? Yeah. How was Cyberpunk? It was good. It was good. Had some interesting... especially towards the end. There was a really... despite my inability to navigate some stuff, had an interesting little quest going on. But we got Ghost Trick to do here. Chapter 11. I've always talked about, not just with this game, but these saves are basically the same. But there's always like, and you'll like, even in a game like Cyberpunk or any video game, I never trust autosaves. I always want to load a manual save, even if technically like an autosave is like a minute or so in, like further in. I trust my own ability to save stuff. Last time we prevented heart attack. Yes, that is true. That whole quest, or I say quest because I'm thinking Cyberpunk now. But yeah, that whole, the pill was in the water and the man. Because I'm trying to think why. What was the guy tied to? He was tied to making the decision on executing the one guy or something. Was it executing? Was it that drastic of a thing that we prevented? I think it was. The Justice Minister's daughter has been abducted. The kidnappers demand the execution of the death row prisoner Jowd. Okay, yes, execution, yeah. Okay, so the guys the blue people, the castaway members of the Blue Man group, they've got a whole thing. Everyone's tied together. It's a web. It's a madam web of situations of people all tied weirdly together. We have the blue people. I don't know what else to call them. The blue people who are doing all these things. We have, and there's many different blue people, and then there's the Justice Minister, and then there's his wife that we spent some time with. Then there's the daughter. Then there's the spunky red-haired lady girl that we're with. Then there's Jowd, who she was rescued as a kid. He's probably falsely being accused of stuff. I'm just rattling off random things I can remember. I think we're getting somewhat of a recap. Lynn says the execution is a mistake, and I believe her. So I'm paying the kidnapper's hideout a visit to see what I can find out about the abduction. Let's go. Thank you. Your instinct was right, Beauty, my dear. They had that restaurant surrounded. I don't know what voice I gave this man. It took me forever to shake them, and now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap. Next time, maybe you should make it a tricycle, so you don't hurt yourself. Ouch! That hurts, Beauty, but that's okay. That's what I love about you. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, this is where that one thing happened. Be a little more gentle with our valuable hostage, please. Yes, yes, always keep a smile on a lady's face, right, my dear? There, see that, Beauty? Now there's a smile blooming on your face, too, my dear. Yes, a wry smile. I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty. Alright, I'll dream of you until you return. Why don't you open the trunk for our guest? I will, Beauty. I was just taking a little breather. Alright, little lady. Let me open that trunk for you. Beauty. Looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped. And something else is bothering me too. I don't think I've ever been to this room before, but something about it is giving me a strange sense of deja vu. I've seen something like this before. Wait, oh, is this not the same room? But it's set up like that one place we were at before? Huh. Burn bright. Oh, we got a dangling star. Yes. Suspended shelf. Rock. Oh, look how gentle that was. Darn. I can't reach my destination from here. Gust of wind. Did I skip a step, maybe? Ah. Oh, I did something. Just my imagination. Oh. It's the gentlest of rocking. Ah. Ah. I think I see now what I must do. Oh, I thought that was gonna go into the fire. You telling me you don't go into the fire? I still think I have to get... Catch it. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. I would just, you know, I would just like the record to show that I am solving these without using the triangle hints that pop up throughout these. I think for except maybe one popped up, or I had to use one, and it didn't even help. I think there was like a stream or two ago on this where I used the triangle hint and it didn't help at all. So I would like my credit, please. Aha. Just my imagination. Oh, she's chilling, dude. What in the... What's going on here? This little lady is... Is this little lady really a daughter of the Justice Minister? She's as cool as a cucumber. Just my imagination. What's with the fun book and juice? Like I said, always keep a smile on a lady's face. We need to treat our guests well. How about treating me well? I'd like some bread and milk, please. At your service, my dear. Be back in a flash. Skulk, skulk. Hey, mister. Yes, cute little lady? More juice, perhaps? All you have to do is ask. Have I been kidnapped? Don't cry, little dear. There's nothing to be afraid of. The surroundings are miserable and filthy. I know, but we just ask for a little patience. Don't say those awful things about this house. This house is where I used to live. What? I apologize, old lady. I'm the one who's miserable and filthy. Forgive me. What's the meaning of this, beauty? Why here, at this girl's old house? Don't ask me. It was the other party in our deal who chose this location. Oh, I see. It's been empty for 5 years, and apparently nobody ever comes here. But never mind that. What about my bread and milk? Oh, of course. Now, you be a good girl while I'm gone. You just read your book and drink your juice. I want to go home. Not quite yet. This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house? What's going on here? I'm going ghost. What in the world? Why does the little lady have a core of the dead? When I helped her out at Lynn's apartment, she didn't have one. So that must mean she must have died sometime after that. And also it means somebody else must have saved her. Oh shit. Dun-na-na-na. Better ask her what happened. I said that weird. I better ask her what happened. Who's there? Oh, wait a minute. Is that you, Missile? Missile? I'm sorry. I'm not Missile. My name's Sissel. Sissel? My name is Camilla. Camilla? So it is her. I knew it. What happened to me? What is this place? I can hardly tell the poor little I can hardly tell the poor little thing this is the land of the dead. The land of the dead? Does that mean I'm dead? Darn, forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world. You can relax. You're not dead. But this isn't the first time you've been here, apparently. Really? I don't remember. Wait a minute. Maybe I do remember. Sort of. You do? Looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. So there's some other dead person out there with special powers, eh? Anyway, don't want to press her if she doesn't remember dying. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about something else? Sure, go ahead, sissy. Sissy, eh? Ahem. Lynn asked me to do something for her tonight. Know about that part. She asked you to go to the chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? Yeah, but I never got there. Now I wish I could say... Dude, this is such a divergent thing, but every time they've talked about Dead End Drive, there's like a board game I think our family or me used to own as a kid. That I think was called 1313 Dead End Drive. And it was like one of those board games that I really liked as a kid, just because it wasn't like at the time when you were a kid and you're like mostly familiar with board games, like the old standbys, you're like your Monopolies, your Mr. Monops, Sorry, Life, things of that nature. Yeah, I liked how more creative 1330 Dead End Drive was. So shout out to that. And I think about it every time in this game. I don't know why I'm only just... Earlier I was like, whenever it popped up and it popped up in my head, I was like, I don't need to explain it, but it's whatever. Anyway, now I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. I never should have gone through that park. What park? Temsick Park. It's a shortcut to Dead End Drive. Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you? Yeah, Lynn always said, I don't like that park. Scary things happen there. Temsic Park, eh? What am I going to do? Lynn's going to be mad. She is? How come? Because I left it there. The music box. In the park. That's right. The music box. Music box. A music box was hidden in the apartment. I finally found it with a little bit of luck and courage. Guess where it was? I don't know. Where? I'll pretend I don't know. You know. You don't have to humor me. Damn, she keeps getting him. Oops. So, what happened to the music box? I hid it in the bushes at the park just before it happened. Just before? Oh, just before you're kidnapped, huh? I didn't want to be a bad man. I didn't want the bad man to take it, so I hid it. I bet it's still there in the park. You did well. So the music box is in the park. Better let Lynn know. This is your old house? Yep, this is where we lived until 5 years ago. But now I live with Lynn and Mistle. Lynn is like a big sister to you, isn't she? Yep, she's a detective, you know. She's a hero. She is, huh? By the way, about your father. Is he the justice minister? My father is gone. Gone? Maybe he passed away. No, that's not it. My dad, he's going to die. And it's all because of me. What? What do you mean because of me? Why would you say that? It's called an execution. My dad is a detective. No way. Don't tell me your father is Detective Jowd. That's right. What in the world? 5 years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream. But it wasn't a dream. 5 years ago. A murder case. Incident 5 years ago. It was Mom's birthday that day. My mom and dad were working, and I was home by myself. And then I had an idea. I was going to surprise my mom. I set up that contraption. I'm home, Camilla. Why is this dark? Oh. Arrow just pierces her in the heart. What? No way. No way did the Rube Goldberg kill the mom and the... No, something's not right. Mom! Oh, what is it? I missed what he said. I looked at my phone for a second. I still can't believe it happened. It wasn't supposed to work like that. I know that contraption. And I know how it was supposed to work. Party poppers and a cake. A birthday message. My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just leave it to me, he said. Damn. So wait, the dad took the fall for the supposed murder of the mom from the kid with the Rube Goldberg machine? Wild. My dad wanted to be executed. He asked them for it. But I wanted to tell everybody it was my fault. My dad said what I saw was a bad dream. He told me to forget it. This is also unbelievably tragic. So wild, it doesn't sound like it actually happened like that. I can't believe it. This little lady is Detective Jowd's daughter. I just can't tell her. I can't tell her why she was kidnapped. Why was I kidnapped? I want to know. Oops. God, why is he so stupid about this? There are no secrets in the ghost world. Maybe we better stop talking. It's too dangerous. Sissy, you're not going to talk to me anymore? I think I better get you out of here first. We can talk more after that. Okay, but... I'm going to rescue now. You just hold on a little longer, alright? Okay, but we'll talk later, right? Don't forget, you promised, sissy. Update the phone book. What took you so long? I traveled the entire town in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late, and all the shops are closed. We're leaving this place right now. What? But he's not here yet. If we couldn't meet at the restaurant, weren't we supposed to meet here? Yes, and he's the one who chose this location. I don't like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work, all for the sake of his deal. Be quiet. It can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you, my sixth sense is very strong. Alright, as you wish, beauty. I feel it. I sense something here in this room. A ghost with a big yellow hairdo. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? Is she talking to me? I can sense your presence, you know. The next time I sense you, this child will die. Remember that. Damn. Empty threat. Don't believe her. She's bluffing. Alright, we're leaving. Pardon me, little lady. Not the book. Oh, to be tiny enough to just be shoved in luggage, carried around. All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone in the room that stole that little lady's smile away 5 years ago. The little lady is gone now, leaving me with only a few new facts. A few very heavy, very sad facts. Does Lynn know about all this? One other thing stands out in my mind. I can sense your presence. Some of that kidnapper's final words. Do those two know? Do the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead? Oh, that one went by fast. I love short and snappy chapters. Whether it's like a book I'm reading or like a video game I'm playing or watching something, I'm a massive fan. The pleasure sensors in my brain do love chapters and things that just go quickly. Just because it's like satisfying. It's probably built off the same mechanics of like seeing numbers go up and then like the dopamine hitting you when that happens. But like a chapter just being like in and out, bam, easy. Love to see it. Chapter 12. 1225. It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Jout's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. Smack. I told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping. That it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted. That the kidnappers had been holed up in Camilla's old house. That they sensed my presence and were already gone. But Camilla? Why do they have Camilla? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister. I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. Looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. Poor girl, kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists too. Like the kidnappers winding up and using Camilla's old house as their hideout. There's no way it could just be coincidence. Be just coincidence. And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. I just don't understand any of it. I told you before, detective. I want you to stand back. I think that's the voice I gave him previously. Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister, it wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying. How can I believe in you? I'm a realist. Please, if you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and... I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer. She won't? It's complicated. It's life have to be such a complicated thing. But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal? It doesn't prove it. And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make that it's not my daughter? Woo-wee. That's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. This man. Miss me, baby. Inspector Cabanela. Like, Inspector Cabanela, if, like, it was a live action... If this game was, like, a live action movie, I would imagine it's, like, Jim Carrey... Early Jim Carrey era, like, acting that you'd be aiming for. He just screams Jim Carrey to me. I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is. Detective Jowd. Detective Jowd, I'm so sorry, I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry. Lynn, please, don't apologize to me. Ah, the beautiful love between a teacher and a student. It brings a tear to my eye. Tricked him. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanela, that the execution was tonight? I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Jowd could never have done such a thing. Ha ha ha! Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing. Huh? I know two things to be true, and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty. And two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? If that's the case, why did you bring him here? Whatever do you mean, young lady? He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons. So were all those rumors about you true? But the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend? Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, Lynn. Oh, it's him. But, Detective Jowd, I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be. But... I gotta take some action. So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping? Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's their demand? The carrying out of your execution. Tonight. Ha ha ha. I had no idea I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die, it's all over. Very simple. It's not that simple. Why not? Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla. What? Camilla? I checked it out for myself. I'm positive. No, it can't be! And, by the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself. What? What are you talking about? Don't listen to him. I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. And when I'm executed tonight, that'll be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer anymore after tonight. For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours. Is it true? What Camilla said? Why don't you tell us what you know? To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work, and she went in first. Bang! Might bring bang. Mom! Mom! What was that noise? Oh, my wife is dead. I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla. Just the two of them. So the little lady's mother died right in front of her. Oh my, that's so horrible. Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. Made an impossible move. An impossible move? Oh shit, did a ghost do a ghost trick to make the machine take out the mom? It was unplanned. It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I convinced everyone of, even me. But tonight, you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before. Powers of the dead, right? That day, in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And, if that's the case, clears up all the mysteries. Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? I can sense your presence, you know. The kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about those powers. This is no ordinary kidnapping. Looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was. Detective Jowd. Still time before dawn. A little, anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die? Camilla was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about that contraption. The first was, of course, the firing of that gun. Right, that was an antique gun I'd had on display for years. So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design? Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday. And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid. Cupid? Oh, we get to watch it again. Ba-ba. It moves, it catches the lights. It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around. Bang. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it. I don't know what to say. I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene, turned myself in. What kind of adjustment? The gun, of course. The gun, eh? Come to think of it. There was no gun there, just a picture hanging on the wall. Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she had told me about her contraption. One thing was for certain. If That gun was still smoking. So that gun really did shoot Alma. I hid the gun before I went to the police. You hid it? I put it in a wooden box, gave it to a certain detective. What? You mean? And that detective still thinks it's a music box. So that's what was in the box, or was in the box, huh? I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police. My own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into the details. When I was all done, I turned myself in. Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true? Yes, of course. In that case, there's still time. Still time? Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Jowd. And, of course, little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator's still out there, and I'm going to prove it. For Camilla's sake. That sounds wonderful. Thank you, Detective Jowd. Lynn, where's that music box now? In Temsick Park. Camilla left it there. That gun is important evidence. Better go pick it up. Yes, sir. I'll go right away. Or right now. I don't, just making up words. Sissel, take care of Detective Jowd. And do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side. And yet again, I say, easy enough for you to say. What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate. Little change in plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. Can't just go off to die without doing something. But you're in our custody, don't forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you with a special seat just for you, baby. But I guess we better prove my innocence on the double. On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend. I want to save Camilla in more ways than one. And that's all there is to it. I see, my old friend, in more ways than one. What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in? The order still stands! Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement. As you wish, Your Excellency. Please don't bow down to me, and especially not that low. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind? Yes, sir. The van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate? You want to see a miracle? I got you. Do I go to a park? Is it that park? Park? Something something park? The entrance to a nearly deserted, dimly lit park. Oh, this is not. Hey, look at that. The detective's back. Camilla! Without knowing the situation, the scene would look pretty suspicious. It might be that I wasn't supposed to move anywhere, potentially. I guess I'm gonna make sure before I leave. Always double check things. There was a little tension. Everybody's on edge, waiting, fearful. Everybody except one. Inspector in white is sitting, humming a tune to himself. Flap the flag. Flap it. I just don't think there's anything I can do. Oh gods, I pray! Please allow me to blow up and scatter into a million pieces. What a prayer is that? But my daughter has been kidnapped. And the inmate whose death warrant I signed is glaring at me. Best thing for me right now would be to blow up. Listen to me, your daughter hasn't been kidnapped. Why won't you believe me? I tell you what, if you blow me up, I'll believe you. Oh boy, now what? Alright, time to just blow him up. The justice minister is worried about his daughter. If we could prove to him somehow that she's okay, he'd probably relent. But he won't believe me. Guess we can't blame him. Probably the best way to convince him would be if we could let him hear his daughter's voice. Yeah, that would probably work, but how do we do that? I know you can do it. I believe in you. Boy, another one. Easy enough for you to say. Alright, so we gotta get the daughter safe. We have to basically, I would assume, go to daughter. It's she's still at... Is she still being held, or did they move? I thought they moved. Scene of tragedy is once again sealed in silence. The tragedy 5 years ago, and the tragedy tonight. Wonder where the little lady is now. If only I could put a smile back on her face before the day dawns. But I won't find the answers here. Better follow my own leads. Oh yeah, it's not his daughter. Duh. So we would go to where would I mean, is she still sick? She's still just hanging out? Just as I thought. This little girl is safe in her bed. Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. This last link in the long chain of a sad fate lit a fire in Joud's heart. And the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. Getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight is related back to me in some way. I bet this mistaken-ridden abduction does too. Oh. Brown. Chapter 13. I visit the novelist's apartment again, hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. Man, I'm already gonna have to replenish my water. I think I'm actually genuinely getting sick. It's been a while since I've gotten like sick, and I can sense the actual, like, in, you know, like you can sometimes tell like the pre-sickness you get like the day before you actually are like sick. I think it's actually happening to me. I've got the previously discussed sinus things happening, and then today I've got the sore throat thing going. It's also I didn't want to talk about it because I hate, like, I joke about, like, you know, getting old, and also, like, when I complain that when I'm, like, sick or hurt or something, I always come on stream and then complain about how I'm feeling or whatever. Dude, like 4 or so days ago, I woke up, and I swear, like, I think I have, like, a pinched nerve, like, type situation in my neck or something, to where it hurts to, like, even, like, turn my neck, which, until it starts happening to you, you never realize just how often you turn your neck as a person. So it sucks. It absolutely sucks. It's like one of those pains that have been happening where it just, like, sucks to exist. So I'm falling apart pretty much. Yeah, I know. That's what I get for being fucking 59 years old. Anyway, I'm gonna have to replenish my water here in a sec, but as long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughter who was kidnapped, I doubt the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight. The key to dispelling the minister's doubts is now in bed, coughing. And I need coughing. It's like the Pokemon. Oh, speaking of Pokemon, dude, I haven't really talked about it because, I mean, what chance do I get really on the stream? But the Pokemon leak thing that's happened over the last, like, couple days, fucking everything tied to that is just wild. And I barely even, like, scratch the surface in looking at everything, because, like, there's a part of me that's just like, at some point I'm like, I can't just sit here and dive too deep into all this, especially because my Pokemon days as, like, a person have been, like, lessened, you know. But it's wild. It's weird stuff out there. There's the side of it that's like, oh, it's really bad because it shouldn't have happened in the first place. And there's, like, the danger of, like, oh, people's, like, employees, like, personal information out there, bad. And then there's, like, all the stuff that actually is, like, the behind the scenes, like, lore stuff that would be, like, things that would never actually come out because it's, like, half baked, and it's also just, like, design, like, documents and stuff like that, where it would never normally see the light of day, and now that they are seeing the light of day, it's like, what the hell is going on? It's like, it's equal parts fascinating, and also, like, you feel bad, but then you're also like, what the hell? Who the hell was cooking this up? It's insane. Crazy. Anyway, the key to dispelling the minister's doubts is now in bed, coughing. And I need to use this key before that prison van arrives to pick up our death row inmate. Whoever designed the characters in this game really were just like, hey, the defining characteristic of every character is going to be their hairstyle. And I respect it. I respect it a lot. Everyone has just a hair. No one has normal hair in this game. My darling angel, oh, just listen to that cough. You naughty thing. Did you leave your nice warm bed to go out into the night to play? A daughter after my own heart. But I must confess, I didn't even notice you were gone. I didn't go out to play. I went to buy Papa a birthday present. He said he wanted a new lighter. Well, that's no reason to go out this late at night. But my fever finally went down. I could barely move before that. Cough, cough. But look what it brought you. Your fever's worse now than ever. Here's to the feverish passion of my darling angel. Mama? Yes, darling? Let's call Papa and wish him a happy birthday, even though it's already past midnight. Not tonight, Emily. I hate you. Looks like this little girl was safe all along. I already knew that, but I'm still relieved all the same. And there's another lucky development too. Emily wants to call her father. Now, if we can just make use of that feeling somehow, that would surely bring the Justice Minister around. Alright, let me go get some water really quick. Give me like 2 seconds. Alright. Back. Let's see, what the hell am I doing? Gotta get the phone. Get the phone to the girl or something. Alright, click in. Light that shit. Start a fire. Yeah. The phone! Emily, I told you couldn't call him tonight. Why not? Listen to me, Emily. Your father's about to make a big mistake. I want him to reconsider. What do you know about it, Mama? He's the one who's the Justice Minister, you know? All you do is write weird novels. Whoa. Oh, you weird man are no, you really made me angry. You really have. Oh, dear, sorry, such an insult. Take the alcohol away from her now. I hate you. I learned it from you, Mom. There. I'll be keeping my eye on you now so you won't do anything else mischievous. Like calling your father. I hate you. I can hear you, you know. Light it. Set the room ablaze. There's a rat. Rat in the room now, all of a sudden. What's this valve do? I mean, it spins that thing. Sparks a bit. Dictionary. Well, having a good time, are we, little rodent? Uh-oh. Sweet dreams! Did you fancy the vintage, my whiskered friend? Oh. Oh no. I think I just murdered that rat. Oh, Oh heavens, a blackout at a critical time like this. Of course, dim lights suit my story of love very well, but I myself am not very fond of the dark. This chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. It's fine though, my hair would have protected it. It's like a big helmet. I love the thrill of romance, but I don't need these kinds of thrills, thank you. Light it with my eyes. Time to set this very expensive house or apartment or whatever on fire. Oh, what a wonderful atmosphere. Perfect for a clandestine meeting in the dusky twilight. Fire! Fire burn! I don't know. Alright, there's a dictionary. We got things happening here. Rat dead. Turn valve. Does that do anything else at this point? No. Great. Chiming. Turn knob. Better not pull out the lamp right now. It'll only pour oil on the flames of anger in this lady's heart. I want to give Emily a chance to use the telephone. To think of a way to keep her mother out of the way. We must murder her. Murder. The lady's dictionary. Wasn't this on her desk before? Poor thing. Destined to never return to the bookshelves. So on a crank. We go up. What a naughty chandelier. Oh, naughty, naughty. Wait, does she lean back in her chair? Do I just knock her out? Let me see that again. Type, 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 type. Type, 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 type. Type, 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 type. Wait, can I knock it on her? Can I get her to like... That was close! Bah! Damn it. Such insolence! I almost just rat trapped her. You know, like, you fucking... Get her! Ah! Timing! Mama, help me! Mama! Fuck you! I'm sorry, Mama, I'm too dizzy. I can't get up. I'm afraid I can't help you right now. Oh, here's to the weakness of my darling angel. Well, she's taken it in stride. I appreciate that. A chandelier's on there tighter than her wedding band. She won't be able to escape on her own. We got her. We got her, boys. Wait, can I just... Oh, I'll just hoist her up. I have her dangle in the air for some reason. If I recall, the novelist said she didn't like the dark. I don't want her thrashing around any more than she is already. Better not put out this lamp right now. Okay, fine, don't. Swing this thing harder for some reason. Go. Swing, swing, swing. Excellent. Oh, wait. Swing again. Eh. Eh. need help. Jesus, help me, please. Sorry, I'm too sick. I can't get out of bed. My head is spinning, so I guess you'll just have to stay up there spinning too. Oh, fuck. Burn brighter, roast her to death. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh, the rat tail. Oh, he's back. He's alive. We've resuscitated. Oh, this is wacky. Oh no. Easy. Oh. Oh. Okay. Thought it would have gone the other way. But I guess that doesn't make sense, does it? Oh, what in the world is going on here? Oh, goody. Excuse me a minute while I call Papa, okay, Mama? Only be a minute. Oh, don't you down, Lee! Oh, Robert! Get me down! Hello, Papa? Amelie! Is that you? Of course it is, silly. What do you think? What I heard, they said you were. No, never mind. It's nothing. Silly old Papa. Happy birthday, Papa. Birthday? Oh, right. It was my birthday today, wasn't it? I'm sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks to mean old Mama. Oh, you mean your mean old Mama. I mean your mother. What is she up to right now? Well, she's certainly up all right. My stubborn mother is kind of tied up at the moment. Let me down! She needs to be taught a lesson for causing us so much trouble. No, Amelie. I'm the one who was wrong. Huh? Could you tell your mother I'm sorry? What do you have to be sorry about? I was just about to make a terrible mistake. But it's all right now. Oh, okay. You're still young. There's a lot I can't tell you right now. The job with Justice Minister is very complicated, you see. Okay. But just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize. I don't think I did anything. But, okay, I'll apologize. That's a good girl. Okay, Papa. Have a good night. I love you. I love you too, Amelie. Good night, sweetie, sweetheart, whatever, fuck. Mama? I'm sorry. My goodness, why a sudden change? I guess I was wrong about you. I didn't understand. Oh, Amelie. I thought all you ever did was write those weird novels. That makes me a little sad. Papa said the job of Justice Minister was complicated. Yes, your father's job is very, very double, complicated and difficult. That's why I couldn't talk to you about most of it. But you're right. I shouldn't treat you like such a little girl anymore. You're growing up after all. And I promise to stop calling your novels weird and try actually reading them. What? Oh, maybe you better wait until you're a little older for that. Okay. So, Amelie, if you're feeling a little more charitable towards your mama, do you think you will let me down now? Please, I hope I leave the scene soon because this voice is getting real tiresome to do. It was a big mistake. You know, I would love to do that, but I'm just feeling too dizzy and sick right now. Tonight, on this holiest of nights, my deadline. Looks like the only thing pressing on me will be the chandelier. Here's to Papa and Mama's darling angel. All of a sudden, everybody's getting along again. It's such an abrupt change, I can't understand it. Is this what family is all about? In any case, the situation has changed dramatically now. I just hope the mysteries of me can be cleared up as quickly as the furrows on the minister's brow. I don't know where Camilla is, but at least now the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I think I'll go back to his office, where everybody is waiting for the prison van. The minister's family now has their smiles and harmony back, but Camilla is still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Surprisingly, the minister's brow is still just as furrowed as ever. Quite unlike a father who has just learned his daughter safe, he seems to still be in the depths of despair. The atmosphere in this room is very different now. It seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something big is going to happen. I just found out that my daughter is safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's sake. And for mine. No need to thank us, Mr. Minister. It was nothing. What did he do? But one question. Can't help but notice your daughter is safe. And yet you still look unhappy. How about a little smile for us? Oh, of course, there's still a matter of the other kidnapping victim. But is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister? Please let me think in peace until the prison van arrives. Hello, Justice Minister. How about you finally admit I do exist? That thank you I expressed. That was meant for you. You're a ghost, aren't you? And you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you? No, I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you. We've actually known, you know, for quite a while now. But I had no idea they were the powers of the dead, of ghosts. Known? Known about what? We knew about the existence of somebody who could control others. A manipulator. What's this? That's why your execution order caused me so much anguish, Detective Jowd. Mr. Minister? Why don't you just tell us everything you know? Yes, I suppose I should. You need to hear it all. All about the huge mistake this foolish man made. There are some cases in this country right now that are under a top secret investigation. Of course, you wouldn't have known about them, Detective Jowd. Right. They don't share too much top secret information with the inmates in prison. There are 3 prisoners, including you, in the special prison you just escaped from. All 3 cases have certain points in common. They do they? Tell us more. The rock singer who leaked national secrets in his lyrics during a TV broadcast. Floppy head man. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner hostage at the Metro Police Department. Neither of these men had a motive for their crime. Both of their crimes were impossible. Impossible? The curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office. And the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secrets he leaked. The Special Investigation Unit submitted an investigative report to me on them. They concluded that these men's criminal acts were not of their own volition. But how could that be? The theory the unit came up with was the existence of a manipulator. A manipulator, huh? That's when the special prison was established as a facility to research that theory.
Some unknown power has been at work. These past several years, Inspector Cabanela has been studying these cases.
He has he?
Manipulating somebody into committing a criminal act. According to the inspector, the first case of its kind was a locked room murder involving our nation's best detective.
Are you trying to say I was manipulated somehow into shooting Alma? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately, I don't recall being controlled by anybody. It's just not possible to manipulate another's behavior like that. My powers certainly don't work on living creatures.
That's what I thought when I first heard the theory too. However, I was seriously mistaken and it proved to be a big mistake.
What? Minister's mistake. You mentioned a mistake. Could you tell us about it?
I suppose everybody here has a right to know. Alright, fine. I'll speak out loud so that the Inspector Cabanela can hear this too. There's something I'd like the two of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. Inspector Cabanela, when you first made that report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all. Impossible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of that firsthand. What's this? A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Jowd's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister.
Wait, didn't I call this like at the very start?
What's going on? This document, what am I doing? No, I mustn't sign it.
I think I said someone has like ghost powers, but like they could actually control people. Rewind the tapes. Check the first VOD.
Wait, don't deliver that document! Listen to me, you fool! That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair, and suffering began.
Fear, despair, and suffering. It wasn't the first VOD? Oh.
At the time, it didn't even cross my mind that I'd been manipulated, and my memory of the event was only hazy at best.
So the memory of being manipulated doesn't clearly remain, eh?
Signing execution orders is part of a justice minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. But the next day, it dawned on me. I remembered Inspector Cabanela's report.
What is that noise? Is that something outside? Yeah, it's something outside. Why do I think that was my PC for a second? 1 second. Let me see what that is. Okay, I'm back. All right, so for a quick second, so like I was concerned because I was like, you know, noises happen outside my apartment all the time. It's, you know, whatever. But like it was so foreign. I was like, wait, is that for a second? Because I got my headphones in, and I'm like, am I hearing like the fans of my PC like starting to like explode or something? I don't know what it came across on the stream, but I think it's just someone like using tools on their car or something, like pretty near my apartment. So I immediately walk outside trying to locate the sound, and I just directly like lock eyes with like I lock eyes with like someone who's like working on their car. I'm like, oh, let me just awkwardly go back inside. All right, I just had to make sure it was not one of two things. One, my PC about to combust, and two, someone just planning a murder of me. Planning a murder of anyone else, it's fine. Murder of me, not fine. Anyway, I remembered Inspector Cabanella's report on the existence of a manipulator.
As a Minister of Justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, this nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I had actually been controlled. So in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. I suppose. But it sounds like a bit of an excuse. You should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know I should have. I was running away from the problem. And then my wife found out I was worried about something.
Well, if you go around with an expression like that, I guess it's bound to happen.
I explained it to her, and she was dead set against the way I was handling it. If you don't withdraw that order and tell everyone the truth immediately, I'm moving out! And then, with the kidnapping tonight, with it thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody.
Oh man, I'm really hoping it's gonna turn into like I hope the finale of this game is like it's a boss battle. And it's Ghost versus Ghost. Epic showdown. Can't wait.
So that's why you've been telling people to stay back.
So there's somebody else besides me with the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain desk lamp. What I'm not fine with is the fact that person can control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something I can do. I mean, okay, let's try to theorize really quick, right? There's only really, although I've had theories, that as far as we know, there's only one other character we know that also has similar ghost powers, and that was Ray from the beginning. Now, am I necessarily saying that it's Ray who's potentially the big bad here, and it has the I'm stumbling. the power. I was like, but am I saying that Ray has the powers to manipulate humans? Yet to be seen. But if we were to throw one person, if we had to throw a theory out to someone who might be the problem, it would be easy to be like, hey, fucking Ray, man. Anyway, what I'm not fine with is the fact that person can control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something I can do. Apparently, different ghosts get different ghost tricks. My ghost trick just sucks, apparently. Not as cool.
But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Where it comes from. Inspector Cabanella, This manipulator is a ghost, a departed spirit. A spirit? As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. Whoa, what did you say? Jowd, don't tell me you can hear this ghost too.
It's mass psychosis.
I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you. Spirit? Ghost? Gods in heaven? Excuse me, Mr. Minister, I suddenly have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir.
Sachet, sachet, sachet away.
Inspector! This is Lynn. I'm at the park. Oh, we've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence?
Well, the situation here is... it's kind of difficult to explain. Sissel, if you're there, come to the park immediately.
It looks like your help is needed, Sissel.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? Trick time. Get that phone. Go in the phone. Go to the park. Travel. Lynn calls, and I oblige. I take off toward Temsic Park, the place where clearly something big is taking place. The manipulator, the person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective Jowd's crime, the execution orders, and even my own death. Could it be? Could Lynn have been manipulated into shooting me? Nice! What a cliffhanger to end on. I do have to leave. I probably could have done like another chapter, but I don't know how long it's gonna be. And also, I need to take care of some things here before my actual work week commences. So, thanks for watching. Let's look at some illustrations. As I was saying earlier, hopefully I don't get too sick or anything. I would think the next time we play is gonna be Wednesday. We'll probably just do Wednesday night Ghost Trick. Tomorrow, assuming again I'm not sick, we'll do Higurashi. I think we're pretty close to finishing chapter 7 here of Higurashi. I have reason to believe that we only have 1 or 2 more streams of that. So things are ending. As I said, hopefully we finish Ghost Trick this week. Because I still want to play a few games here for Spooktober, October. At the very least, we'll easily be able to start most of them. But just planning wise, it would be ideal. I like how big her bow is. Moon. When the moon hits your eyes like a big pizza pie, that's amore. I'm gonna start chapter 14. Yes. CC. Alright, enjoy the rest of your Monday. It's still early. Enjoy the rest of your night. The night is young, as they say. Take it easy, stay safe, stay well. Like I said, Higurashi tomorrow night. Phantom Detective. I don't know why I called it Phantom Detective, not Ghost Trick. Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Or Phantom Detective Ghost Trick, whatever the fuck. Back on Wednesday night. Maybe only 2 more streams, you say? Tantalizing. Tantalizing. And we should be good if that's the case. Alright. Until tomorrow night. Assuming I'm not dying. So long.